Okay, so we are going to start with some questions of time complexity. So the first question is a product and sum question. So basically we have a function that will give the product and sum of the given array. So here we have the first loop and the second loop. Okay, so looking at this, we can figure out key in the first loop the time complexity will be the length of the arrow. So let's say which is n. So let me just pull up my drawing. So this has to be O of n, same I length of array. So this also has to be O of n. Now, since they are not nested, so the overall complexity will be O of n. Now, moving on to the next, we have to print pairs. Okay, so for I in arrays, for j in array. Okay, so we have two nested loops here. So the complexity of this is O of n, if the length of array is n. Similarly, O of n. So since these are nested, will have to multiply this O of n into O of n, which is of n square. So moving on to the next question. We have to print unordered pairs. Question apparently, let's see. So we have a loop. Okay. So this will be of n, 0 to length of array. And this is something I'm not very sure of. So starts from I plus 1. So let's say I is 0 to 4. So when so like length of array is 4, basically. Array is 4. So when I is 0, j will go from 1, that is 1 to 4. Then when I is 1, j will go from okay to 4 and so on. So maybe that's why even like this will be something less than n, the complexity. But since we're only considering, since we're ignoring the constants, we'll take this as n and they're nested. So this is n square. Now for the next question, I'll just change the color. Yeah. So print unordered pairs. Okay, so here the thing is we have two different arrays. Here we had we had only one array. Here we have two different arrays. So let's say the length of array A is small a and the length of array B is small b. Now they are nested. And if the complexity is O of 1, it's constant. So since they are nested, so I think the complexity of these be O of A and B. Just like we're multiplying because they're nested. That's it. Yes. Moving on. So again, the same thing, but here you can see like it's the same. Like this will be O of A. Okay, this will be O of B. But now here we have a loop that runs from 0 to 1, 3, 4, 5, 1 lakh. But like this is not a variable, we have a constant number. So this is something we should remember. Even like 10,000, 1 lakh units of work for a loop is still constant. So the complexity of this will be O of 1 only. Therefore, the complexity of this function is O of A and B. Next, we have to reverse a number. Okay, let's try to work this out. We just have one for loop. It runs from, if the length of array is n, runs from 0 to n by 2. So this is, complexity will be n by 2, or we can say n, but let's just say n by 2 for now. Then other length of array, this will be 1, this will be 1. Okay, so the entire function complexity is n by 2. Therefore, it is O of n. Let's pick them out. Let's go forward. And we're done. Okay, great.